If you don't know the answer to this question, I think it can be really, really bad for your business, and I want to talk about that. So I was watching the Hercules movie, the animated Hercules movie the other day, and Hades, the bad guy, is trying to find out what Hercules' weakness is. And so he's talking to this girl, Meg, the love interest of the movie, trying to find out what it is. And she's saying, he doesn't have one, he's perfect, you lost. And then Hades finds out that Hercules does indeed have a weakness. And what is it? It's her. She is the weakness. And the truth there is that everyone does. Every single person, no matter how good you are, no matter how incredible your business is, no matter how awesome you are at all the various things, you've got something that you're not very good at. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it can blindside you. But I make content like this all the time. By the way, if this is your first time here, what's up? My name is TJ. I run a business called PokePaster TCG. And if you like this kind of content, trading card business content just in general, this video is part of a series called Wisdom Wednesday, where every Wednesday I release some kind of video with wisdom that I want to impart to you guys. Some of this is going to be beneficial for your trading card business. Some of this is just going to be beneficial just in general, but specifically today talking about weaknesses, because you guys, you watching the channel, whether you are a seller, whether you are a collector, whether you are just a casual fan of the channel, however you're watching this content, you have strengths and you have weaknesses, and being able to have an understanding of what those are, how you leverage those, how you hedge against your weaknesses can be unbelievably beneficial. But because I know a lot of you guys are here because I make trading card, Pokemon card business content, we're going to talk about that because you, as a Pokemon seller, you probably have strengths, you probably have weaknesses. So the first thing you have to be able to do is identify your weakness. How do you do that? Well, hopefully, this would be great if you've been given some kind of self-awareness, right? Self-awareness is an incredibly underrated tool. Sometimes people have been gifted with a tremendous ability to just be self-aware and be like, hey, I know that I'm not very good at this. And if you've been gifted with self-awareness, awesome. You probably are well aware of the ways in which you fall short, the ways in which you might struggle in some areas, right? But oftentimes, we need other people to speak into our lives to be like, hey, you might not know this, but ... If you have a spouse, well, there you go. You got someone. I'm sure that you hear things all the time from your spouse, from your significant other of like, hey, you do this and I don't really like this. Or I don't know if you know this, but whatever it is, right? It might be like a habit, it might be something you do, it might be a phrase you say that's kind of frustrating. And if you don't have someone like that, I would encourage you to find someone who can be a coach or a mentor or someone that can point those things out. Because if you don't think you have any, you just don't have any that you are aware of, because again, everyone has weaknesses, everyone has blind spots. But once you identify it, then you need to know, hey, what exactly am I supposed to do with this? And so I'll just use me as an example, okay? And I'll talk about a few of the strengths and weaknesses that I have and how I've seen those kind of come out in the trading card, Pokemon card business. So some of the things that I do well, I like negotiating. I like being able to chat with someone and be like, hey, you've got this collection, this is how much that's worth, here's what I can give you for it. And then they come back with like, hey, I can't do that. And I like, being able to go back and forth. I enjoy that kind of stuff. I enjoy risk taking. There's something about taking a risk on a collection of cards, taking a risk and spending a bunch of money because there's upside there. Like I enjoy looking at the potential of a big time business purchase. Like my sorting machine just arrived, right? It arrived in a big wooden pallet. It's super cool. I posted about that on the channel if you guys saw that. I'm so excited. But that's a risk, right? That's a lot of money, and a lot of money that I could potentially be locked into spending every single month. But the upside of that excites me. And so I'm someone where I am good at taking risks. I'm good at calculating risks. I'm good at being decisive and being like, okay, yes, I could go this way, but hey, I'm gonna do this. And then coaching, that's what I do at work. I lead a team of pastors. I coach them, right? Hey, this is a growth area for you. Let me help you chip away at this. Or hey, you said this. I don't think you mean to communicate it this way. This is what that sounded like. I enjoy coaching. And then I enjoy creating content. I enjoy speaking into a camera. I enjoy speaking at church. I get to speak all the time. I did a training last night for all of our volunteer leaders. I enjoy communicating. That's something that is a strength of mine, right? So those are a few of the things that I'm good at. There are a lot of things that I'm not very good at. And I see this come up in my business all the time, and I absolutely have to be aware of these things. I'm not very organized. This office sometimes is an absolute disaster, and that has caused me to lose cards. That has caused me to list cards and then lose them. So then the customer buys them, and I go to grab them, and I'm like, I can't find that card. And so my organization level would drive some of you guys bonkers. I know, because I've seen some of your guys' setups. Some of you guys have like dope, very, very cool setups. Like, it's awesome. My space will never look as cool as yours. It will never look as organized. Like, it's not in the cards for me. And so I need to be aware of that, because if I don't remind myself to like tidy up, if I don't remind myself to reorganize every so often, I'm gonna miss out on a lot of stuff. Another weakness that I have is I sometimes will take on too many risks. Sometimes I will be a little too risk happy, where it's like, oh yep, like, and so that can cause me to like over leverage myself, I guess, and not leverage in terms of like debt, but well, right now, like I've just had so many awesome deals that I've picked up over the past couple of weeks, and I have not had time to like get everything listed. So I just have like, you know, $10,000 of cards sitting over there on the other side of this room that are not sorted yet, not listed. They're just sitting there. And how much money am I making on them while they're not listed? Zero, right? Like these, like I just grabbed these out of the stack just to show you guys. These are, love this card, stained glass birds. These are all sealed, and I haven't even listed these yet. They've just been sitting there for a little while now. So yeah, I got some work to do, but that's a weakness of mine. That's absolutely something that I need to be aware of, that I need to get better at. Another thing that's a weakness of mine, I say yes too much. Like I see an opportunity, and I'm not talking about like yes to purchases. I'm talking like, ooh, like I could do that. Yeah, oh yeah, I should do that. Oh yeah, I should do that. Like I just have a hard time saying no because I want to do all the things, and so that causes me to like over leverage myself, not in money, but just in time. I want to do all the church things. I want to do all the stuff with my family. I want to do all the business stuff. I want to do all the card stuff. Like I want to lead with the yes, when really I should be leading with the no and then convincing myself that it's worthwhile to do yes. And when I don't do that, I wind up like, like I said, over leveraged with the time that I'm spending, which is not a good space to be in, especially when time is something that you need in order to make your business function. And so those are some of mine. And so what I can do with that, if I know the things that I'm not good at, I once again, that won't be a blind spot that sneaks up on me and destroys my business or chips away at my business, but it's something that I can be mindful of. Or I can leverage that and maybe put processes in place that will help remind me, right? So for instance, if I know I'm not organized, I can schedule a date on the calendar every single month that says, hey, clean your office, get it together, buddy. And if it's on the calendar, I'm probably gonna do it, right? But if I just like keep pushing it off, like, yeah, I'll clean sometime, nope, I gotta put it on the calendar. I gotta have a day every single month where I go through and I tidy up my space, so I don't just have boxes and wrappers and bubble wrap and tape and the team bag things like all over the place. And Diet Dew cans, right? Diet Dew cans, still out, drinking sparkling water. Sad day, it's fine, Waterloo. So that's definitely something where I can leverage that to get better. And then with my strengths, I just have to lean more into those things, right? I have to make sure that I'm having opportunities where I'm able to use those, where I'm able to take risks, where I'm able to negotiate, because that's what fills my bucket. That's what keeps the business going. That's how I'm able to just do what I feel like I'm best at, right? Now for you, I don't know what your strengths and weaknesses are. I don't, but I do know if you don't get it figured out, if you can't identify those things, they will sneak up on you. They will chip away at the business. They could sneak up and destroy everything that you've been trying to build. And that would be really sad. So don't do that. Try to be aware of your strengths and weaknesses. If you don't have self-awareness, if you can't figure it out, someone else in your life can. And so ask someone. I don't do coaching right now. That's not something that I do, but find someone who can be that person for you. So that's what I wanted to chat with you guys about with this one. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Leverage those, because if you don't, you're really missing out. Well, Jesus loves you. I believe that he's got an incredible plan for your life. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.